It's time to minimize the window and enjoy the noise. You're listening to TigerTails Radio, Season 13. Listening to TigerTails Radio, abusing our internet privileges since 2004.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to a delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK. I am the I'm the voice over here. Hello.
He's the yes, he is the
I'm the and then on the sofa we have Hedgington.
Hello.
And Xavier.
Afternoon.
Evening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Whew. It very nearly wasn't a bloody show tonight, I tell you. It's like Windows was like, how many problems do you want when you're running late? Oh, you want all of them? Great, here they are. Thanks. Die in a fire, Windows. It's like, I sent Xavier a message going, can you make sure the broadcast machine's on? He's like, yeah, it's on.
No, you said, can you turn things on? No, can you turn PC on? I turned PC on, PC was on.
Yeah, PC was on. And then PC decided, oh no, I don't want the usual IP address I get from the DHC pool. I want a completely random one. So nobody can fucking remotely connect to me. So that was slightly annoying. And then the other machine wasn't turned on, so because I hadn't asked Pete to do that. So
I'm sensing that there was a large number of problems that was developed by one person.
not one person. It's just there are two machines to run the show, and only one was turned on, so I had to turn the other one on. And the other one decided, oh no, thank you for this lovely internet that I'm going to completely ignore. Windows, connect, you fucker. And it's like, okay, troubleshoot. There you go, Windows. You found the internet. Well done. It was where you left it.
Again, I feel that potentially a great many of these problems were created by one person.
Yeah, Bill Gates. If he hadn't started the Microsoft Corporation, none of this would have happened.
I dread to think what would happen if Windows never existed.
Then Steve Jobs would be ruling the world from beyond the grave.
Ugh.
And every time something came out, you'd have that guy putting his hands together going, wow.
We'd have the
It would
BBC
be-
Micro, wouldn't we? Or
No,
something
it would
bullshit.
be whoever made IBM. IBM OS2 would have taken over the world. Because nobody wants a Mac.
Did you ever use the IBM
Yes.
OS?
I did use OS2. In fact, when I was doing work experience back in my college days, one of my jobs was to run around with network install disks and replace OS2 with Windows NT4. That ages things a bit. Us old people know exactly when all that was.
Long time ago, because many of these words a lot of people won't recognise.
Yes, OS2, Windows, what was all this thing?
IBM? I actually really bad that I can say people won't necessarily know what IBM does anymore.
Yeah.
Terrible.
What does IBM do nowadays?
Make big fuck off PCs.
Well, not PCs. They make business computers and
Yeah.
software and chips and things.
But they're not.
They're
not-
specialised now. They're not so much in the general PC market.
Yeah, they let the youngsters run around and do all the funky towers and shit. They go off and go, oh, you want to be a business now? You want to be a grown up? Excellent. We'll give you a network then.
Would you like our very expensive infrastructure? It's very expensive.
It's very expensive. Do you have anyone who can run it? No. Give us money. Off you go.
Yeah, pay us all of your money and we'll come and do the hard work for you. Would you like that? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, international business please. Yeah, for someone within the computing world, Echo, yes, you would understand this. But IBM,
For those not
people
in Discord,
wouldn't understand what IBM is.
Echo's comment is, it's amazing how international business machines make business computers. Who'd have thunk it, right?
You are in an era now where people would go, what, it's some sort of irritable bowel thing then, is it?
Irritable bowel malady.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when you would still get the adverts on TV for IBM, those sort of weird ones where it was like, I can't get this internet to work.
It's before Kids TV
Yes.
came on,
Yeah.
you would have this random section where apparently adults were watching TV,
Yes.
so this got
Like,
broadcast.
I can't get this internet to work. What's
very
the
odd.
problem? I don't know. Have you asked Charlie? Oh, Charlie's out of the office. Where's Dave? Oh, Dave's helping Charlie. Where's George? Oh, he's taken over from what Peter's done. Well, where's Peter? Oh, he's off sick. So where's Jonathan? Oh, he's dead. Is this your problem with work? You need IBM.
Oh, you just need better colleagues.
It's also referring to things like the I'm a Mac and I'm a PC.
Yes, yeah.
People won't understand that reference anymore. No. I mean, we're close to the point where we can go, Sega made a console, and they will go, no, they don't make consoles.
The thing is, there was a brilliant Mac parody by an editor called Hunter Kressel. And it's called Mac Crash Different, and even now it's still sort of, yep, that's pretty much true. If you haven't seen that, look up Mac Crash Different on YouTube.
Please,
and just
please.
watch it. It's so funny.
Historical culture is an important
so
thing.
funny.
But yeah, I mean, we're in a world where contacting people will be referenced to as Zooms.
Yes.
or something. I will say, on the thought of contacting people, here is my broadcast message for those who own PlayStation 4s.
Turn them on.
Turn them on and start downloading the 9 games that are available for free under the Play at Home regime.
Well, 9 questionably good games, because there's at least one there that I would say is questionable despite critic praise.
Which one?
Witness.
The Witness. Okay, you're not a fan of The Witness. Oh, it's that one. That was actually quite good.
I like my puzzle games. I like my walking simulators.
Just combined, you're not a fan.
It's like, well, look, we're like Myst.
Yes, missed. I was going to say that.
There's Astrobot Rescue Mission, Subnautica, Abzu, Enter the Gungeon.
VR
Moss.
games for those people who have VR. Moss, I think, is probably the one VR one that I went, I'll also download
Moss is
that.
down. Good. I've got it physical, but I'm still going to get the digital copy as well.
Abzu, I would say, sounds, from what I've heard of reviews, very good for if you're in a chill mood, because it isn't a chill game. It's not a walking simulator. No. It's a swimming simulator.
There is also Paper Beast, Res Infinite, The Witness, and Thumper. Coming up in a few weeks' time, there'll be Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition.
Yes, so I can add that to my list of things that will sit on my PC library and go, you're not going to play us.
Yeah,
no.
so it can be added to my list of things that are currently... I've currently started that game on PlayStation Now.
Yes,
So
I noticed that.
I got about half an hour in, then went, I'm going to be vomiting, so I'm going to stop playing now.
This is why I started doing like an extra stream in the week, because I have a large variety of games that I don't touch. So if I force myself to try new things, I will then go, this game is good, I will play it outside of the stream. Hence the reason why I actually completed Cyberpunk. And for this Wednesday coming, I will actually remember to somehow figure out to make sure the mic and the sound pumps out during the video.
That helps.
Yeah, I need to make sure I don't leave my laptop in the living room and actually have it so I can check. We're a professional amateur radio station that also does some gaming streams. It works. So yes, my name is Xavier Wolf. This is TigerTails Radio. We are running late and waffling.
Yeah,
Shall we have review of the week?
We'll have review of the week.
We'll do that.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
So, Hedgie, since you're the one not drinking or doing something else, how was your week?
My week's been pretty good. I have an interview coming up for an escape room games master.
Another one?
Well, this is the actual face-to-face one.
Oh, you got through the first one?
Yeah, I got through to the next stage. So, yeah.
So this is where you get to turn up and go, yes, the barbers are still shut.
And they go, yeah, but damn do I look cool. Well, yeah.
Cool's a word.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe not the right word, but cool's definitely a word.
But yeah, I've also been... I also got asked to participate in a voiceover competition on LinkedIn, which was fun.
Nice.
And I've been doing a lot of that. I have a lot of connections now. I've been making more videos and improving my skill at editing and the old videography. I'm like down with the kids now with the photoshopping and the cutting,
No.
and the slicing and the
slicing and the dicing and the tricing.
Yeah. I'm getting good at my TikTokery as well. So yeah. I am a TikToker. You can follow me on the app if you're down with that.
You're not a TikToker because you're not uploading bullshit every fucking day of less than 60 seconds. That's what TikTokers do. And they go, we make money. And I go,
how?
No. You don't make money on a free service that doesn't actually provide you with revenue via adverts. The only way you make money is if you can go to a company and say, I'm a networker, look at my influence, would you like me to advertise for you? And they go, no, fuck off. You're on TikTok. Get on Instagram, that's where all the business is.
You're on Cancer Talk, please go away.
It's like, yes, you could be a meme sensation, that's wonderful. If you want money, do it on YouTube.
You could be a flash in the pan where everyone will then dig into your history and just find out how sexist, bigoted and repugnant you are.
There is that minor issue.
Yay.
Love the internet world. So yeah, anything else outside of that?
No, because of course, where I'm still sort of stuck here, it's been this daily grind of just, need to try and find work, build up portfolio, make more connections with people, and basically just go over. So obviously, once I get a full-time paid job, hopefully, then I'll be able to revert to my other things and basically get down with the sickness, as they say. So yeah.
What's going to happen is that he'll be fighting us for the studio. Only difference is I'll be the one with all the swords and these two can go fucking run and jump.
You'll be the ones with all the swords. I'll be the one in charge of things like the power. And the network.
The power. It's the absolute power.
Oh, it's like you want to use the studio. Would you like some electricity with that?
No, my Da Vinci Resolve.
How has your week been, TK?
Boring. I mean, I had some lovely time with Shades. That was lovely. That was done over the internet, of course, because we're not allowed to actually physically see each other.
How was your week? Boring. I was spending time with Shades.
No, I said I spent some lovely time with Shades, but that was pretty much the one highlight of an otherwise uneventful week. So I decided to indulge in some retail therapy.
Therapy.
Formula One.
Yes, that was one of the nice things.
Is on.
It is now. I listened to it.
Yeah, it's weird because I know it's vaguely existing in the background, but it hasn't been in the forefront.
That's because we don't watch Channel 4.
Yeah, no.
And we don't have Sky.
Yeah.
Because, quite frankly, I refuse to pay for Sky because, A, I just don't agree with Sky.
We
and
also
B,
don't have a satellite dish, so we can't.
And C, I'm not paying someone to be advertised to. I'll pay for the license fee because the BBC don't advertise at me and all the other channels on Freeview are free. So, yeah, okay, you can tolerate adverts there. But I'm not paying someone 80 quid a bloody month for 6 channels of repeats than adverts. No. That can go and do a running jump.
Mm-hmm.
Or watch endless episodes of How It's Made, which you can find for free on YouTube anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sky's kind of dipped now that there's a lot of splintering of the services. Mm-hmm. So unless you like specific things on Sky, which is really hard now because all the good shit, it's basically box sets you can buy.
Yeah. Or just watch on Netflix.
They've chased the actors off the show, so they became shit. But then that's not unique to Sky. That also happened to terrestrial television
and everything else as well. Yeah, but
Good
yeah.
fun.
So the week's been generally nothing much. I've been vegetating in front of YouTube a lot instead of doing other things. Saving up for a new PC as well.
Another one.
Wow.
Say another one. This one down here isn't mine.
That is the one that I bought because I wanted to have a decent PC in the studio to run shit on and also stream. Because the thing is with TK's PCs, they come from an era where your PC was referenced by a 3-digit number, not anything to do with Pentium or iCore or anything like that.
That's not strictly true.
Not strictly true.
The trouble is, these are all AMD things, so I've no idea what they're fucking referenced by.
It's bad enough. But yeah, so TK's current PCs are in the land of the old, much like Edgy.
Yes, my most recent PC is
Yeah.
one of Shade's X machines, and it was at least 3 or 4 years old when he... 3 or 4 years ago since he retired it for his current machine, and it was about 5 or so years old when he retired it. So it can play modern games, not very well, and not very good frame rates, but for the kind of games I play... That's not really much of an issue because I don't need things like frame rates and high definition graphics.
It's more the
they will make
overheads,
me
though.
vomit.
Yeah, it's more the overheads you need.
Yeah, and so I need lots of RAM and lots of CPU cycles, and this machine's got enough to get me through what I need for the most part. But now I've started wanting to do emulation and video capture it at the same time, and that machine's found its limit on how much it can serve me in that regard.
Yeah.
So it's like you can either do video capture or you can do emulation. But you're not allowed to do both.
Yeah. Plus, some indie titles are getting to the point where it's like, we're in the gigabytes now, and it's like, okay, that's starting to sound like system hoarding stuff.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like an indie title much anymore. It sounds like I want all your CPU cycle kind of thing.
Yeah, it happens.
Please stop that. Although it emulates PS1 games fantastically, so I'm still quite happy about that.
The PS1 emulator, thankfully, is not horrendous.
No, not anymore. That used to be really
nice.
bad, but DuckStation has come along and gone, hey, by the way, I'm the new best PlayStation emulator on the block. Bye, EPSXE. Bye. Enjoy your retirement.
Dear God. So that was TK's week. Anything on top of that at all that you may have missed?
You
can also flick the camera to yourself if you want to.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because people want to see your face.
No, they don't.
Yes,
they just want to see how long my hair's getting, because I haven't had a haircut since last March.
I haven't had a
You
hair.
look like you're posterized. It's really weird.
I know. I don't know how to fake that. I think it's something with the camera and the...
It's an interaction between the camera, the
light.
colour of TK, and the colour behind him.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the pride flag to try and help. And if I do this, it kind of maybe helps a little bit.
Although it does then suddenly make you look more redder than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's...
I'm sitting in various parts of the light.
I think it's the screen glare. Yeah.
Oh, would that make a difference, actually? Let's see.
Yes, you went pink! Fucking hell!
Do I have colour now?
You have colour.
Yay! Who'd have thought turning the screens off might do something?
Your arms are still reflecting, but you have colour.
Yeah, that's because they've not seen the sun since last March.
Dear God.
Okay,
We do have some sun now, so if it's nice sunny Easter weekend, now that we're allowed to go out, I may actually go fuck it and go walk in the park.
Yeah, now we're allowed to.
Yeah, well, now no one can shout at us if
There's
we go
a
walk.
park?
Yeah,
What park?
we have parks
there is
and
a park.
commons and shit.
Oh, yes,
by
in
Millbrook
the
Station.
city.
Yeah.
No, it's by Millbrook Station. It's not a long walk away.
Yeah, there's a bit over the station. There's also the common bit, which is nearer the town centre, and then you've got the big fucking Southampton Park.
Are you suggesting that we should become common people?
I wouldn't suggest that, Hedge, because you already are common, but never mind.
Common as muck.
So my week,
That's
now
like,
that,
I'm not common. I smoke a pipe.
so my week, now we've stared at TK's face. That's fine. We could keep it on TK's face.
No, we can go back to your face.
My week has been mostly filled with work and hitting the mics. Mostly been filled with work.
And streaming.
And streaming,
And
yeah.
a lot
we
more
also
streaming
have
now.
a podcast now.
Ah, shall we play a jingle for it?
Oh, wow, there goes my week.
Did you know we have a podcast now? Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle. Give it a listen. Give it a listen at greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk.
And back to Xavier's week.
Yes.
Yes.
Dear me. So, yeah, my week mostly been filled with... Mostly been filled with work. We've been fairly hectic. We have been improving. Although now the mysterious overtime will disappear, which we got told at some point, hasn't happened. So we've still been offered overtime over the weekend, and I'm still going. Yeah, no, I've got my work-life balance sorted. Thank you very much. But my manager was going, well, we want to look at your career. Have a look at potentially going into another role. And I did. And it was like, yes, potentially there is a lot of stuff there that would be really interesting to do, because I can delve into cases. I can, link up with other people. I would be applying for a slightly higher role of what I was actually targeting for, and there was no guarantee I would get the lower role. I could potentially get the higher role or neither. Mm-hmm. Having looked at all of it, though, I realised all of that I was doing anyway, and potentially I wouldn't get the pay rise for the higher role because I've been in the company longer than most people who'd be going for the role, so I may not see that pay rise if there is a pay rise, and I wouldn't see the pay rise for 6 months anyway.
Ooh.
So the benefits of doing it is you technically do the same shit you're doing right now, and you might get a pay rise.
If you're lucky.
Depending on how long, because we've also got April coming up around the corner, so it's like wages potentially will be going up then anyway, because I've been there for a while. Plus whatever else they throw at us for working from home, because, such heartache and suffering. to be fair.
There's been heartache and pain. I don't know.
And we're demonetised. There we go.
And everyone stopped listening.
So I did look into it long and hard, because it is a role that I've been looking at, and the second tier of it was the one that sounded really interesting, because it was like you can just do the work that you do right now dedicatedly. But I had like a chat with my wife, and it was like, I'm comfortable right now with doing what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. If the opportunity to go straight into that role appears in the future, I might go for it. But somehow I am finding that I am filling 8 hours really easily with everything that I'm
DH
currently
says
doing.
you can always put the application in, and then if you get it, negotiate.
Indeed,
Yeah,
yes.
negotiate is an interesting term.
Let's
It
talk.
doesn't
Let's
exist.
talk about what you want and what I want, and
Yeah.
see if we can come up with something. See?
The negotiate stuff, for context, for a lot of people who may be thinking, oh yeah, I can negotiate my role. A lot of job roles will be fixed pay and fixed structure, so you can try to negotiate, but that won't work. It's fixed. The job roles that will have room and flexibility for negotiation usually are the ones that start paying more and expect more from you. And they're the ones that you are literally going in, because everyone goes, oh, you got to pitch yourself and sell yourself. Those jobs where you get the opportunity to negotiate, they're the ones where you are having as a bare minimum to pitch yourself as God. This is the thing. It's like you have to go in there and say, the reason why you want to hire me is because you're losing money now, and you're still losing money because you haven't hired me. You need to hire me right now, so therefore you stop losing money. It's very paraphrased, but effectively that's kind of how it works with those kind of roles. Whereas with the fixed roles, it's a case of, why would you want to work for us? Well, I can't tell you because I want to get paid. I can't tell you about my weaknesses because you might pick up on it. I can't really tell you about my strengths because you'll think I'm arrogant. Love interview sequences. Whereas
It's like, why do you want to work for this company?
I want to get paid.
Because if I keep on working for my current company, I might just throw myself off the 6th floor balcony.
Yeah, they don't want honest answers.
No, they don't want honest answers.
But it's like, if they give me an open question, I'd happily waffle. But it's a very different world.
Do you know the question I hate the most?
What's your favourite thing to do?
Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time?
Well, in 10 years...
If I could see myself in 10 years' time, I wouldn't be at this interview, would I? I'd be on fucking television, raking it in, going, I can predict 10 years into the future.
Oh, that's the manager question. What do you see your future like? It's like, well, if I become a manager, I see my future as, the manager.
Yeah.
But
it's like, if I get the job, I see my future as employed still.
All the other ones is, what is your greatest weakness so we have something to use against you?
No, the weakness thing is supposed to be designed around the idea of how would you then overcome it, because it isn't supposed to be what's your weakness. It's like try and give example, because they've developed the interviewing thing probably more since the last time, where it's supposed to encourage you to bring forth an example of something that maybe was difficult that you overcame, which if you've not had a huge array of jobs is very difficult to bring examples out for.
It is. I know this because I have not had a vast array of jobs.
Yeah.
In fact, in my adult life, I have had 3.
Yeah. Whereas now, just on my current job, it's a case of, what would you say is hard to overcome? Well, I would say what's hard to overcome sometimes is the inability for my work colleagues to be able to do their job. Read, understand basic English, understand their job role, understand why I'm not killing them. How did you overcome this? Well,
I killed them.
I didn't kill them.
I allowed them to live.
Instead, I gave them feedback and development tips, so therefore they would improve and stop bothering me.
And survive just a day longer.
Did it work? Of course it didn't fucking work. Why
am I applying here? Yes.
It's like, congratulations, you're a point of contact. I love it. Everyone now comes to me for answers to questions.
Xavier Echo's going, I concur with you, Xavier, on that one.
Yeah. I shouldn't really be nasty, but there is a time if you're working for a company or business where you're reliant on other people, that there will be people who, for some reason, will constantly go to you and say such inane stuff as, can you explain to me what's in your notes? And I have, honest to God, had that as a discussion on the shop floor.
Don't diss that too much, because there are some people out there who leave fucking hieroglyphics.
Oh, yeah. I will hands up occasionally say, I will use abbreviations.
Shorthand.
There are certain shorthands. Yeah. I mean, like Nafar, a perfectly valid shorthand for no further action required.
Very
Makes
common.
sense.
Yeah.
But when it's very, very role specific, and unless you've had training in that one specific role, you're not going to know what the shit it is.
No.
You're going to need to put that out in full, please, because none of us fuckers down here can understand it.
There are the occasions, but it's when it's like, this is the person who's called, this is what they called about, this is what I did, and this is what needs to be done next. And they come to me and they say, I've got a person on the phone who's asking what's supposed to be happening. And I sit there and I go, have you read the notes? And they go, yes, that's why I'm talking to you. And I've actually had to look at them and go, can you read the notes instead of me again, please? Because I don't want to read my notes to you and interpret English. And I've had to do that as well.
I had one case where I went to one of the team's assistant managers with the message. It's like, your team leave wonderful notes most of the time, but this particular one, can you decipher it for me? And they, after about 3 minutes, replied,
no.
I'll go and find the person who left it. It's like, thank you.
Right, if it's bad, then yes. But most of the time, it's a case of, right, I can't understand your notes.
Well, no, it was a lovely, detailed note.
Oh, good.
It was amazingly detailed.
Nice.
To the point where if you didn't work in that department, you would never bloody clue what they were talking about.
Nah, I don't have that. I don't have that problem. The problem I will always encounter is the fact that
people don't talk into
anything I
mics.
read, anything I leave on notes, people will assume apparently doesn't apply to what's going on right now. Whereas I immediately assume anything written on there, I need to know, plus the history, plus check what they've done. And only when I have judged them as someone competent do I trust their emails and what they're asking me to do without fully investigating the request.
I 9 times out of 10 end up fully investigating the request because I like knowing the whole story, so when I get asked an awkward question, I'm at least prepared to be able to go,
oh yeah,
I haven't researched that bit yet, but I know what you mean. I'll go and find out.
If it's someone I trust, and it's a case of, this is what you need to do, this is the thing we're looking for you to do, and then we need you to tell us. And it's a case of, look at the account. Yeah, that all lines up. Boom. But if it's a case of, we need you to do this because... 1, I need to investigate the account to find out what because is. 2, do we need to do this? 3, have we actually got all the information we need?
Echo says, this is why I love working in a role which doesn't deal with customers. Because I can tell the staff that they're a moron.
Yeah, I can't really do that because we have a HR, you don't.
Touche.
While you could get away with berating your staff, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because then people would tell me I'm being nasty to all the South Africans.
What I do is I leave very shirty notes to my manager and say, could you translate this into manager speak, please? And then rant.
No,
I translate it and send it on. It's lovely.
I've gotten into the habit, because I've had managers forward my emails on directly, I've gotten into the habit of being very professional over exactly what's going on. And then during my one-to-ones, it's a case of, I've noticed a trend with this asshole.
Yeah, no, if I ever want to go down and dirty, I will say, I'd like to have a chat that's not recorded, please.
Oh.
There's times.
And they go, he wants to rant. Okay.
When
we'll
we've
book
had,
half an hour.
when we've had, when I was on claims, there were agents, or even with British Gas, there were agents, specifically named agents, that if they touched an account, we knew about it, and we knew why it turned up, especially at British Gas when I was on complaints. We knew why we got it. It was because this person had touched the account. And inevitably, it wasn't in the same fucking building as us, was it? It's always up in the north. Sorry if you live up in the north, but for some reason, if you build a call centre and put it up north and then staff it with people, and then build a call centre and put it in the south and staff it with people, they, 1, will hate each other, but 2, somehow the north will inevitably fuck shit up.
Do you know, I used to think this was a stereotype until I've
You
experienced...
worked in a call centre?
No, because the call centre was in the south. Mm-hmm. But we've recently undergone things that have required the additional call centre. And admittedly, these are only cover people. They're not kind of trained.
That's
by
always
us,
fatal.
For the most part. There are some now who are, but for the most part, they were covering. Mm-hmm. And that stereotype. Damn.
Yeah. If you're in a temp call centre, don't ever admit that you're a temp call centre person, because you will be lower than fucking garbage collectors. And I feel for you guys in temp call centres. You're just above council call centres.
No, I think they're vastly above council call centres. DHN Channel has gone, I had a software engineer internal complaining that they couldn't follow the instructions as they were on a Mac, and the instructions/comms a colleague had done for Windows. And all the menus and options were the same, just needed different screenshots.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
If you're joining in for this, and this is your first show, we do lean towards the more technical people. So if we suddenly veer into technical talk, don't worry, just let it wash over
And
you.
not only that, if you're listening and going, what is this Discord thing? Have a jingle just for you.
Join in the fun. Chat in the YouTube comments, Telegram, or our Discord server. Visit tigertailsradio.co.uk to find out how.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. We are on Discord, we are on YouTube, and we are on the Telegram.
I also need to message DH about the Telegram, actually, because I need to change the name of it.
You may join us and join in the witty banter that is TigerTails Radio.
Yes, but now we will be stopping the witty banter, because we should have some Jackpot games coming up.
You mean
because we're running late.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Would that be what you're after?
That's what we're after. Because then we can get the camera off of us.
Is that it? Is that your whole reason for wanting this?
There's a reason why I enjoy a gaming channel where I do not put my face on the screen.
So do the audience, really. So, let us move
can live with this.
into Fibbage 3.
Hey, Fibbage.
And we have a room code. The room code is...
Yeah, I was actually prepared for all the lateness
Victor
today.
Sierra.
I was actually prepared.
So room code is Uniform Mike Victor Sierra. That's UMVS. UMVS. So if you want to join us, get yourself an internet-enabled device, point it to jackbox.tv, give yourself a silly little name, enter the room code Uniform Mike Victor Sierra, and you can join us playing Fibbish. Fibbage 3, where we lie to everybody. It's all good fun. And it's a great way to unwind after a long Monday, so we will give everyone who's listening an opportunity to jump on in. If you have friends who are kicking around, give them a poke, and then give them an internet-enabled device and tell them they can join in as well. Meanwhile, the guys will start singing because this is what happens.
I like the Quiplash Fibbage music. I like the Quiplash music as well. That's not untrue. But I do like Fibbage 3's tune.
I think everyone's getting a drink or something.
It just hits me right in that happy place. The H is in. Do we have any more for any more?
We'll give people a chance.
Does that mean I've got time to quickly get a drink?
Yeah,
woohoo!
Just grab a drink.
Drink time! Drink time!
I did kind of like go through the day without drinking that much.
Really?
Yeah, it can happen. I'm sat in front of a computer most of the day. And as soon as you pick up something that's interesting, it's like, okay, dig, done.
Yeah.
And then you go, okay, next one, dig, done. And suddenly you can lose yourself. This is why playing games that get really in depth, like Civilization, XCOM, stuff like that, you can suddenly look up and go, oh, look, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much. I did that. I remember when that happened when I was playing Assassin's Creed Part 2, and I got involved in that for about 2 weeks non-stop.
Yeah.
Just playing. Even when I was at work, I was thinking, how long do I finish and I can go home and play Assassin's Creed 2?
Well, yeah, you were at the casino at the time,
yes,
so it wasn't as if you had much room for not much room, much work being thrust upon you to occupy your brain at the time.
Yeah.
Whereas I have entire cases that sometimes have to be dealt with. So it's very easy to, like, after a couple of hours, especially during the summer period, it's like after a couple of hours you go, I'm starting to get a headache. Why am I getting a headache? I've not drunk anything.
Yes, yeah. So
TK's not going to help himself.
Echo says, I had a customer complain about which part of Timbuktu I was from because they could not understand my accent. The irony of that being a host on the show, people know what I sound like, and they thus know that I speak received pronunciation. I thought received pronunciation is where people tell you what to say.
I will say, I am enjoying a small glass of port. And I have a very special port glass. Let's see if I can just quickly show it on the camera there. Mm-hmm. It is a
built-in straw.
Yeah.
Indeed. It's designed to get you drunk quicker.
No, that's a myth. Would you believe?
No, it's not a myth. It's the truth.
It is a myth. The amount of oxygen in the alcohol does not make a difference. All it does is change how it tastes. It will not get you drunk any faster or slower.
So
But it certainly makes port taste porty, I'll tell you.
So really, it's if you're drinking through a straw and finding yourself getting drunk quicker, that's because you're a lightweight.
Yes, pretty much. It's all in your head.
Usually with alcohol,
with alcohol, yeah.
Right, so I believe that's everybody in for anyone. I will give it 10.
I think let's just go.
Well, I'll give people 10 so they can put a quick message in either YouTube or the Discord or something to say,
Go.
wait!
I'm going.
No, he'll count. So you start your count, and whilst
Yes.
he's counting, someone's inevitably going to say now after he's finished counting.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we leave it 5 seconds for the YouTube lag.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I think that's going to be everyone. If you didn't make it, terribly sorry. Please join the audience where you can lie, just like the rest of us,
There'll be a second.
and maybe even score points, just like the rest of us.
Go.
But there's
go.
a bloody
Press
difference
the button.
being in the audience.
There we go.
It's
Finally.
rest. Jesus Christ, people.
Oh,
The worst starter of a game ever.
Well, we've had it in the
Hey
past where
there,
people
I'm
have missed the
Cookie
boat.
Masterson. You may have seen me in this month's issue of People magazine. I am the guy in the letters section asking about cod recipes. I see there are 4 of you playing. I mean, technically there are 5 of you, but I feel like one of you isn't as invested as everybody else. And if you're not playing, don't forget you can still join the audience. Audience members try to
not found
spot
drinking.
the truth and choose their own lies to fake out the players. Let's
Play
play.
quietly.
Very nearly did a spin take there.
Ricky Masterson.
Please don't. The equipment is expensive.
Yeah.
I know.
This is
I
round
bought most of
one.
it.
You'll get 500 points for everyone you fool, and you'll net 1,000 for finding the truth.
So this is the round where points don't matter.
Echo!
Okay, pick a category.
Oh God, what the hell are we picking from today?
Categories.
Vending machines.
First up, in December of 2016, a vending machine was installed in Singapore that strangely only sells blank.
Singapore.
Now make something up to fool your opponents
Which
and submit it on your device. If you're
China.
stuck, for half
Well,
the points,
it's
you
Asia.
can hit the
Yeah, it's
lie for
Asia.
me button and get
Asia.
a suggestion. Do it
But
now.
not the important thing is not Japan.
Yeah, not Japan.
Not Japan.
Japan.
I have lied successfully.
Trouble is, there's so many things now that can actually be sold from a vending machine.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, originally it was just like sweets and drinks. Now it's a case of
Cameras, toys.
here's a
DVDs.
4-bedroom house. Just buy from this vending machine.
So here are your choices. Look for the truth and tap it on your device.
Okay, so we have luxury cars, eggy crisps, wedding rings, chewing gum, or cooked rice. And like I said, all of those are feasible. Horrendously feasible.
I've gone for one. I don't believe it's the truth, but I really want
All
it to
right,
be the
who
truth.
picked what?
Chewing gum. Wedding rings. Oh,
And wedding rings
That was
was
me.
Hedgie's lie.
believable.
Yeah.
Umbrellas.
Hey.
DH went for it. It was Xavier's
That was
lie.
Xavier's lie.
Luxury
Luxury
cars.
cars.
Myself and Hedgie went for it.
Should be the right answer.
Hey!
The
Which-
annoying part is when your Lexus gets caught in the machine and you have to buy another one to get it to drop.
Oh God,
See, I really wanted it to be that one as well.
Yeah. I
doesn't
was like,
surprise
it's
me.
got to be so ridiculous that, yeah.
That's put Hedgie in the lead.
Hey.
Hey, check out this thing I found.
Oh, wow.
look
Picture
at
round.
this.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's very early.
Pay attention to the stream.
This hand-colored etching from 1806 is titled Dan Lambert, the Wonderful Blank of Little Britain. Ooh. Okay, enter your lies.
Right. Okay.
Could it be?
Yeah. Exactly. Really.
Probably.
All right, where's the truth?
Yeah. Okay.
So we have the etching is Dan Lambert, the wonderful slimmer of Little Britain, the wonderful glutton of Little Britain, the wonderful beanbag, or lardass, fat man, or great pumpkin.
So, can anyone spot
Okay,
the
let's take a
obvious
look.
answer?
No, apparently.
No,
David
okay.
beanbag, it was my lie. Thank you very much for the points.
Yay.
Great pumpkin was
Pumpkin.
literally everybody else.
Yeah.
Because it's
I went
on...
for it. I went for it because of the way
This
he
picture,
looked.
of course, depicts the proud
it's
17th
on the
century
drawing.
tradition
It's
of body
under
shaming.
the drawing.
Is
The
it?
title
Oh
is
my
there.
god, it is!
I was reading it going,
Oh my god! I just
guys?
meant because of the way he looked. It's like,
It's like the answer's in the question, kids.
Oh my god.
This was why I was suddenly having issues with answering.
Select the
So
category.
DH.
Yes.
DH, select your thingy.
Ooh, we got thinking. We got
Sorry
thinking.
to challenge you, I'll just pick this one.
Waylon. Love a Waylon good time.
Yes.
And the question is, since 1989,
Should've been looking on a big
scientists
screen,
have been
says
tracking
DH.
the loneliest whale in the world, who they believe is so lonely because of its blank. Type in your lies now.
So scientists have been tracking the loneliest whale in the world. So they believe it lonely because of its what?
God fucking damn it!
Xavier's got the truth.
Wow.
Jesus fucking Christ! This fucking round.
You've actually found it, have you?
By the way, YouTube, we're not for kids.
Who hasn't voted? Or who hasn't put it in?
I feel they're pitying us now with these questions.
All right, pick the truth.
So, we have the loneliest whale, who they believe is so lonely because of its bad singing, great lake location, bad breath, tiny penis, big dick, small head.
So we've got two contradictory answers.
Yes.
I do like the Great Lake location. It's like, we have a whale in the Great Lakes. How?
Let's see
Oh no,
how
it's
things
okay.
shook
She's come out
out.
of the water.
So,
Tiny
Edgy
penis, anime
goes for
head
the
red
tiny
foot.
penis.
It was Echo's lie. Bad singing.
singing.
Everyone else went for.
that's
It
the
was
truth.
the only answer that made some degree of
Wow.
sense.
His
The
whale
only
song
answer I
is so
entered
pitchy,
immediately
it doesn't
and got
match
told
any
it was
known
close to the
species.
truth.
It's just like me and swing choir.
God damn it, game. Stop giving us a pity round.
And TK Tiger is in the lead.
Oh, I've just taken the lead.
Yes.
Only just.
Only just.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good scoring round because lies aren't being
Get
picked
ready
up.
for
But double
round two,
points!
where all the points
Yeah, this is where the
are
points
doubled.
matter.
It's me.
All right, choose a category.
Jiu-Jitsu. Nick Cage, I think. George Washington.
George Washington.
Yes.
Not an
Try
interesting
this
question.
one. William Thornton was a prominent U.S. physician and architect, but his strangest contribution to history was probably his detailed plan to blank George Washington.
Verbal
To your
noun.
lies now.
Are we going to verb your noun?
The thing is, you kind of have to take into account that there's a physician and architect, and then realise that strangest contribution could mean fucking
Quick,
it.
or just hit the lie for me button.
Who hasn't voted yet?
I believe it's DH. I think DH is
Oh,
slow
he's in.
internet.
Ooh.
Okay, which one is the truth?
Okay, do you want to go Hedge?
So, William Thornton was a prominent US physician and architect, but his strangest contribution to history was probably his detailed plan to prank, medicate, eat, sculpt, immortalize, or resurrect George Washington.
I'm probably wrong. I am probably wrong.
Like, immortalised, you don't need me
TK,
to. He's
how
already
this thinking?
immortalised. He's already immortal.
I'm torn between two.
mortal.
I'm going to go for that one. It's probably the wrong one.
Let's see what everybody selected.
It was the wrong one.
And that
Points!
was, yay!
Should have gone for the other one.
Well done. Resurrect. The truth, yes!
And since no one let him
Jesus.
play with the corpse, we'll never truly know.
Scary thought. They resurrect
Yeah.
old presidents. Why?
They're like,
Yeah, it was either resurrect or sculpt, and I thought one's outlandish, the other one's not too outlandish, and he's kind of sensible with what he's. I'll go with that one. I think
yeah,
for the best.
which means it's crazy. And it's Xavier's turn.
Give me a
Oh,
category.
what's he going to pick?
I'm going to pick expand so I can see all the options.
Bill Nye the Litigation
Now
Guy.
listen up. You won't learn this on a kid's program. In 2007, Bill Nye filed a restraining order against his estranged wife after she tried to destroy his blank. All right, type in your lies.
It's going to be something sciencey, isn't it? Or Lego. It's not going to be Tesla. His model airplane collection. It's Bill Nye. He's got
Oh shit! I
weird.
took us to the truth. Fuck!
Something.
All right.
There we go. Emergency lie.
All right, find the truth.
So we have the ISS model, car, garden, table of elements, prize-winning marrow, or anus. There's several good ones there.
I don't know how I was so close to the truth. My answer's not amongst this lot.
Well,
I'm going to go for the stupider of the two, because that generally tends to be the one.
What did people pick?
The ISS model.
That's mine.
What's Hedgie's lie? Prize-winning marrow. I picked. It was the H's lie.
Hey.
Well done. Garden. Nice.
That would have been my other choice.
So what was your original answer?
I put vegetables.
You'd think you'd have better chemistry with people.
I was close to it.
And I'm in the lead again.
And I'm last.
Oh dear.
Oh, we have one more
Time
round.
to pick a category.
And it's mine. Let's
Yes.
go with equal rights.
Oh.
Here's a question for you. In 2008, Ecuador became the first country to give equal rights to blank.
Ecuador.
Write your lies now.
What would Ecuador give equal rights
God knows.
to? Bananas?
Well, I've been disconnected, so
Oh,
I wouldn't
no.
know. Let me try to. UMVS. Well, it's not that, so we will continue on.
Yes.
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
That's Colombia.
No, it's Ecuador.
I keep thinking it's a city.
No, it's a country.
I just picked the obvious
Okay,
answer.
find the truth.
So, in 2008, Ecuador became the first country to give equal rights to fruit, people, homosexuals, nature, cows, or aliens.
Are you actually talking into your mic edge?
Yes, I am.
Let me pick an answer before I get going.
I thought Milton Keynes was the first place to give equal rights to cows.
Well, there's Essex. Let's go generic.
All right, let's see what you guys picked.
Cows. Hedgie went for it.
Yeah.
It was Xavier's lie.
lie. Well done, Xavier.
Homosexuals. TH went for it. It was my lie.
Your lie.
Aliens. Xavier went for it.
Oh, fuck off!
It was
And
DH's lie.
DH's lie.
Sorry, I've just found what the actual thing was.
Nature. Myself and Echo went for it. Oh, it's true. Woohoo!
The ecosystem
first
can
nation to
legally
give
be
rights
the
to
defendant
nature
of a
where-
lawsuit.
It ratified constitutional amendments that grant environment the inalienable right to exist, persist, and be
Oh,
respected.
and Echo is in the lead.
I'm not lost. I'm nowhere near first, but I'm not lost.
And it's round three,
Last
the
round.
final finish.
Welcome to the final fibbage. It's your last chance at points, and it's worth triple. Don't blow it.
No pressure
The
then.
motto for Hooker, Oklahoma. It's a blank, not a blank. All right, type in your lies.
Ooh.
Question is, how many jinxes do we get? I didn't even think that they would have. Well, it's America. Well, I can't even say it's America. England have got some fucking stupid town names.
Which we should go on a road trip to one day.
Oh, God. Going to be very well. Most Americans introduce themselves as their states anyway. It's like, I'm from Oklahoma. That's fine. But you don't necessarily. I come from Hooker. Don't you mean you come from a hooker? No, Hooker. English. Do you speak it? I'm
I come
American.
from Rhode
Hurry
Island.
up.
Where
Here's a
is Rhode Island?
suggestion if
Yes.
you can't think of anything. Okay, look for the truth and pick it.
Okay. Go on then.
So the motto for Hooker, Oklahoma is, it's a sinker, not a stinker. It's a city, not a whore. It's a city, not a town. It's a hoe, not a whore. It's a location, not a vocation. Or it's a destination, not a place.
Okay.
There's some interesting ones there.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one is it? I don't know. Pick a thing that's not too sad and eeny, meeny, miny. You'll do.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win this
Okay,
one.
what did everyone pick?
Destination, not a place, was voted for by Hedgie. It was DH's lie.
Hey,
Well done,
DH gets points.
It was a location, not a vocation. Everyone else picked somehow.
That is the truth!
Well, I got it from random luck, so...
Well, I think I'm last again. Yes, I am!
That's probably one of the highest
wins.
scoring
Well
rounds
done,
as
Echo.
well we've had.
Not bad going, people. Well done.
God, Fibbage 3.
And most likes went to DH.
And
you
me.
as well.
You.
Oh, wow.
It's a double.
It's a tie.
It's a tie for likes. Wow. Winner, Echo, with 11,535.
donking
Most
amount.
likes, DH.
Likes,
Don't
DH.
likes.
Worst liar, Echo.
Echo.
Only fooled people one time. Most gullible, DH, believed 4 lies. Comedian, DK Tiger, lots of likes, not so many votes. Least liked, Echo, only got 3 likes. Best lie, I am a bot. World's best producer of all good moments, DH.
Of course, we let this go a second time. We get some more funny ones at the end.
Yes, it will rotate round. But yeah, that felt like Fibbage being very kind to us with the games. Because they're not normally that kind to us.
No, we don't normally get that many right. Most needed we do for DH. Wait for that contract to end.
Oh my god, there's Party Pack 7 now?
Yeah, I know, we bought it.
Wow. Oh yeah, was it the one with
Quiplash 3.
Aha. I thought that was 6.
No, that was 7.
7. We've
6
been
of things like joke boat and things in it.
waiting
yes.
for Quiplash 3 for a while. Let's be fair.
And now we have it. Hurrah!
Hooray!
Quiplash 3. Quiplash 3. Yeah. God knows what they'll do for 8, because some of the games have been bizarre.
Well, there was
Fibbage 4.
I think they were testing a lot of things in those packs. Like, for example, well, obviously, Fibbage and Quiplash did very well.
Yes.
The other ones, such as I think TKO, is just they tried that one. They went, nobody played it very much. So
They don't play it on stream so much.
No.
People play it when they're all in the same room a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot that are same room ones, definitely. But Quiplash is a very good audience participation. Fibbage is a very good audience participation.
same room games, they're not really popular right now.
Well, it depends on how many people are in a house, because there are going to be some places that have more than 2 people.
Echo's
in
like,
it.
I slowly sneak up on the top. Woo! Good game. He steals it.
Yes.
He steals the precious.
It wasn't too bad a round of Fibbage.
It was not a too bad a round of Fibbage.
Do we have time for another one? I
Of
feel
course we
time
have.
for
I mean, we
another
should
one.
probably have run a little bit because we were late, so... I think it's only fair.
Blame TK.
No, blame Xavier for not turning both machines on.
Blame TK.
Right. I think it's time for the second game.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
It's Quiplash 3.
Quiplash 3.
I am waiting for Cards Against Humanity to go, well, here's the official, online game version. Yeah, none of this web
I don't
browser
think they
bullshit.
really need to. I think it's
They are selling so many different card packs, it's unbelievable. But if they
Which is probably why they
online,
don't want to sell digitally.
yeah.
get it online, you can resell the same stuff over and over again,
And also the fact that they put the in the biggest blackest box there was the hidden card in the
The biggest, blackest dildo.
yes, the biggest blackest dick, yes. That was hidden in the liner at the top.
Yep.
So obviously people are going to think, oh, the next one there might be something hidden in that. So
kind of a thing.
I have now run out of port.
Oh no. We'll have to stick with the starter.
Ho,
Let us
ho, ho.
Let us start the game before he tells any more gags. So if you want to join in,
I just want to bring the volume down a smidge.
an internet-enabled device to jackbox.tv, enter the room code IWBG, give yourself a silly little name, and you can play with us as we play Quiplash 3, or you can join the audience.
Pardon me. I'm just gonna keep a quick eye on the YouTubes and on the channels. Everyone looks like they are.
I like the fact that you can pick your character for this.
Yes, so do I.
Yes.
I also like the fact you can do this.
The room code is IWBG.
It's like, I can't be bothered to say what the room code is. Schmitty, what's the room code?
And the room code is IWBG. Put in this room code to play. IWBG.
Dear God.
Oh, I love it.
Well, considering this, some people would actually be streaming it without a mic. For private rooms. I mean, especially on things like Discord, sharing screen.
No, indeed.
Or
Which
even
is all
over
very
Teams
possible.
and Zoom and all that.
Well, that other malarkey. So, once more, for those in the back.
Enter the room code IWBG.
That's how you can join if you go to jackbox.tv and enter in that room code.
I think that's everyone.
I get the feeling it is as well.
Yes.
Just going to give YouTube a quick looking. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slight pause for lag. And go.
We really don't have much lag at all.
That's why it's only a slight pause for lag.
Brace yourselves, it's Quiplash 3.
Yes, it is.
Now, asbestos free.
Hooray!
I'm your host, Schmitty.
Wait, you mean it
and
wasn't
yes,
before?
I do have a fabulous set of pipes, thank you.
Oh,
hey,
anyone.
if you're bummed out you're not in the game, you can still affect the score. Join the voting audience by entering the room code.
And then vote for me.
And now, round
not
one.
quite how it works.
You're going to see 2 prompts on your device. Answer each one with a brilliant response. Soon, you'll go up against another player's answers while everyone else votes for their favorite. You get points based on the percentage of people who choose your answer. Off we go.
Yes. And here we go.
So with this for a radio style show, we will immediately now all stop talking and pay attention to our internet-enabled devices.
Yeah, while we try and work out things, because my God, good grief. There we go.
Ah. Well, that's me done. This is kind of why I like having the audiences, because they do a prompt so the audience get to do stuff whilst all the players play,
Yes.
which is always hilarious.
I am in. I have put all mine in.
TK, however, is writing a novel.
Yes. As is Echo.
I wasn't writing a novel, I was deciding an answer. All my answers are reasonably short.
By the way, there is a
Time's
character
winding
type
down.
Time's
checker
winding down.
on this version, so people
Come on,
use that
Echo.
as a target.
What are you doing? Hey.
He's in.
Thank goodness.
Okay, I'm not
Panic over.
responsible for what happens next. First, but not necessarily best, is
Start
the
with
name
TK.
of a yacht that you'd think twice about getting on.
So, what's the name of a yacht you'd think twice about getting on? The Titanic
time.
Junior or Iceberg?
I've got a feeling if the two were coming together, there'd be issues.
I actually get a feeling that Iceberg would win.
Yeah, somehow.
Yes. Oh, Iceberg. Let us get on that.
Oh, get out.
And Titanic Junior wins it.
Wins it.
We're going to have a lot of 2-1s, I feel.
Next we have the best way to set the mood is to turn down the lights and turn up the blank.
Hedgy. Go on, Hedgy.
And now
The
pick
best
your
way to set
favorite.
the mood is to turn down the lights and turn up the intensity of the vibrating butt plugs, or turn up the fun machine. I know which one is more fun.
Someone's targeting an audience.
And the intensity of the vibrating butt plugs wins it 2-1.
Why am I not surprised it's TK
Okay, what's
targeting
next?
the
Notice,
audience?
not a dildo.
How do you know your friends are a bunch of phonies?
So how do you know your friends are a bunch of phonies? They consist
time
of
to
the
vote for
cast
your
of Liar
favourite.
Liar. They're not phonies, they just lie. Or the plastic starts to peel.
Oh, that's a Doctor Who episode, that is.
Black Mirror.
Or they start deflating, one of the two.
The dolls, the dolls.
And the plastic
And
starts to peel, gets
I'm
the
about gets the first quick flash of the night, and my fingers are twitching with pleasure.
Next up, the title of a gritty sequel to Goodnight Moon.
So, the title of a gritty sequel
All right,
to
vote for the
Good
one you
Night
like
Moon
best.
is Man on the Moon or Good Morning Dayball.
Dayball. Good morning, Dayball. Aren't you happy to see me? And good morning, Dayball wins it.
With a quip.
Another quiplash. Oh, my fingers. Oh, nipples.
They doth twitch.
Yes.
I don't
Without
know what the
further
book
ado-
was, though.
A pickup line you might say to someone at the library.
So, a pickup line you might say to someone at the library.
All right, people,
I think
it's
J.D.
voting
Salinger
time.
is overrated. Or, that a hardback, or are you just happy to see me?
Someone is trying to fight with the characters, weren't they?
That hardback, bruv, with you just happy to see me, you know what I'm saying, yeah? Shh, don't you be shushing me.
And now we know why Echo was spending so long with his answer.
Yeah.
Trying to get it running. How do I
It
fit
paid
this
off.
in?
He won that round.
That was round one. Reminder that those all go on your permanent record. Let's see the score.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Hey, I'm fourth.
TK myself.
I am in the lead currently.
Ooh.
This will not last.
It's round two.
I
Points
see
matter.
round two in your future, where points will be doubled and stakes will be higher.
And
Yes.
tastier.
And here we go again.
Questions.
Ooh.
Now we just wait for Xavier,
There we go.
Echo, Hedgie, and DH to get their answers in.
I found a question that legitimately gave me a reason to use the character limit.
My God.
Good grief.
Great Scott.
Good God, we're referencing Back to the Future. We're gonna have to break that out and watch. I think.
Just one of the many services I provide. God, jeez, come on, Hedge. It's not Dickens' novel.
There we go. It is this time
Let's
because
have-
the questions demanded it.
What's the question? Write something
Up
that
to
uses
bat,
some
we
characters.
have
Yes.
the
Okay,
least
so
convincing
starting from my
excuse
side
for
to
that
begin with.
hickey.
Least convincing excuse for that hickey. The cat
right,
did it,
vote.
or I was hoovering my neck. The cat did it, or I was hoovering my neck.
And I was hoovering my neck, wins it 2-1.
I was attempting to get rid of some of the stray hairs
And
after I
now-
shaved.
With
All
TK,
the
the answer
jesters
is
have
yes.
failed. Only one thing will entertain the king.
So all the jesters have failed. Only one thing will entertain
Okay,
the king.
everybody, pick your
Is
favorite
it
quip.
decapitating all the jesters on ice? A great show for all the family. Or a laser pointer, if the king is a cat.
And
king is a
apparently
cat.
The king is a cat.
He's a cat.
A laser pointer wins it with a quiplash in the round where it matters.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Something you might overhear in the Batcave.
Yeah. Go on, Hedge.
Something you might overhear in the Batcave. Holy earthquakes,
All right,
Batman.
choose your
Is
favorite.
it that big? Or na 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 me?
Na 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 na.
There's too many nanas.
That's how the song goes.
Holy earthquakes, Batman. Is it that big? Wins it.
Let's see the next one. You should never sign a document that includes the phrase,
Okay, you should never sign a document that includes the phrase
Decisions,
expression of
decisions.
liability,
Choose your favorite.
or your answers may be changed for your own fun.
For our own fun, it says.
It reads the same.
In all fairness, the answer is both of those.
Yeah.
An expression of liability wins it 2-1.
All right, check this out.
Yes.
The most important lesson in a social media class for senior citizens.
This is the on button.
So, the most important lesson in
Now
a
it
social
gets
media
real.
class for
Pick
senior
your
citizens is Twitter filter or read before you submit.
No, this is how you program the VCR for love or money.
And read before you submit wins it 2-1.
Yes.
Because that
All
one is
right,
a case
let's
of
put a
course I
cap on
read it.
round
It's
2 and
correct.
see
So
those
it.
scores.
Let's see how low in the system I am. I'm
Echo
exactly where I
screams
were.
into the lead.
Quiplash in round 2.
Now for
Round 3.
Whiplash. A
Whiplash.
final round
This is
stuffed to the
actually
gills
a
with points.
game-changing
I'm going to send
round now.
each of you a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. That's triple the ha-has. I see we have an odd number, so you get the honor of competing against me.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so it's DH versus Schmitty.
Schmitty. Good luck, DH.
We've beaten Smitty so far.
Oh, good grief.
Fuck. Oh my god, they're. I'm gonna have to sit. I'm gonna have to explain this one afterwards.
There we go. Ooh, and everybody else is still going. Oh, DH is in.
I'm in.
TK's in. We're waiting for Mr. Xavier.
Oh, cock, I made a typo.
Let's go inside.
Yes.
The 3 most ineffective things to write in the sand to signal a rescue
Anything.
plane.
So the 3 most ineffective things to write in the sand to signal a rescue plane is help, SOS,
Okay,
rubber puppy,
choose your favorite.
or get out of here.
I found DH.
I found Schmitty.
Oh, and it's a tie! Oh my god!
I like how
3
DH got the
odd
mustache.
outfit choices
little
for a
goatee.
horror movie slasher to wear.
Right. How the fuck is anyone supposed to answer this? Because all of the costumes on the left
Here's the fun
are
part. Pick your
slasher
favorite.
fucking murderers. This was my problem.
3 odd outfit choices to wear for a horror sorry, 3 odd outfit choices for a horror movie slasher to wear. Sexy cheerleader, sexy policeman, or sexy waitress. Or My Little Pony PJs, bananas, or bananas is, and tar and feathers.
It's really hard because you think, oh,
She wasn't voted.
No, that's happened. It's ridiculous.
Sorry, I couldn't vote for bananas is.
Bananas is.
The 3
Bananas.
steps to becoming TikTok famous.
Ooh.
On edge.
So the 3 steps to becoming TikTok famous. Sing a sea shanty. Set yourself on fire.
Time to
Spam
pick
Twitter
the
with
one
links
you
to
like
it.
best.
Or get ripped. Dance scantily cladly. Offer your bum to her followers.
That's OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah. Set yourself on fire is definitely a TikTok thing. Yeah.
Or it's your friend sets themselves on fire. You record
And
it.
it's a final quiplash to really cement the power. And to say to Echo, I don't care that you're winning. I'm going to take it away from you and
Let's see the
laugh in
final
your
scores.
Hedgie reading a lot into that.
face. And
Yeah.
has he? Yes, he has indeed.
Oh, Echo's at last.
Yes. Wow.
Oh.
Ouch.
And so TK not only usurped Echo, but sent him to the back of the queue like the fat kid at lunch in school.
Top answer
Edgy
to the
was a
game.
bully, by the way.
No, I
clearly.
was not.
She was a bully.
I was not at all.
Echo says, I'm lucky I'm not a salty school kid like Hedge. True facts.
Not salty at all.
So, the top answer of the game where the plastic starts to peel.
From Xavier.
What episode are we?
Good morning, Dayball. And a laser pointer. And that was your daily dose of Quiplash
Whiplash, yes.
for the week. Not much of a daily dose, really.
Weekly.
Weekly dose.
Good morning, Dable. Hello.
Daily Quiplash.
Good morning, Dayball. Good morning, everyone.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
I am posting shit on Facebook. You should also follow us on Facebook. You should also get your friends to follow us on Facebook.
No.
Good morning, trees.
Get your friends to follow us on
Good morning,
Twitter, where people
birds.
will actually see the fucking posts.
Good morning, Hammer.
That
Hammer.
too.
Hammer.
Because Facebook goes, oh, I see you've made a post. Would you like to send us some money so we'll send it to your followers? No! They followed us because they want to see our posts. They don't want to see your posts because we paid you to show it to them. Fuck you, Facebook. Die in a fire. I don't like Facebook. I never liked Facebook. I only did it out of obligation to be at another social media platform for the show.
I only joined Facebook out of obligation. I don't like it at all.
I don't.
I can't post on the show's Twitter, though, so...
You should be able
Really?
to.
I have Team TigerTails.
I thought we set TweetDeck up for you on the Twitter feed.
Yes, Team TigerTails.
No, that's the
Not-
gaming channel.
TigerTails Radio.
I thought we'd done both.
No.
Shit.
Let me load TwitDick.
I thought we'd pump both into TweetDeck for you.
Site cannot
That's
be
why
reached.
we had
That would
TweetDeck in the first
explain
place.
Ah.
Maybe we haven't.
No internet. Oh, fuck you too.
Can't blame me. I was piddling with the wired. You're on the Wi-Fi.
But there we go. We've managed to cram in our hour and a half show into an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, normally we'd do some done and dusted.
We've got some done and
Yes.
dusted.
Have you got some done and dusted?
I've got some done and
Oh,
dusted.
In that case-
is it one of your animus?
No, it is not one of my animes.
In that case, if it's not a Japanimation, let's play the jingle.
Oh, Japan.
It's that time where the cast of Tiger Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Japanimation was one of those terms they went, people won't understand what anime is. We need to create a portmanteau of something, so they'll try and get what it is. You know, we can't use words.
I'll come back to that. So yes, so this is Done and Dusted. This is where I witter on about various bits, and every now and again the guys have stuff.
I actually have something. I cannot remember for the life of me what the fuck it was.
But it wasn't that memorable then.
So what I'm going to talk about is Outriders. Outriders demo, in fact, because the game hasn't quite released. So this is the new third-person looter shooter that is coming out on PC and other platforms. And the demo is kicking around. I'd seen people play the demo, and I laughed at it. But I thought, I'll have a go, I'll play it, and we'll see what it's like. There's a lot for me to bitch about, and there's a lot that I would say is negatives before I get to the positives. But we'll start with the premise. Humanity ditched Earth and has fucked off across the galaxy to find a new planet to colonize.
On a land far, far away.
You are an outrider who basically is some sort of mercenary freelance cowboy reference. You fucking
Are you a
explore
Rhinestone
the
cowboy?
things. Not quite. You are sent down with a bunch of military type people to find satellites or probes, that you've dispatched to make sure the planet is safe, because apparently they can't detect the signal. So, red flag there. You land on said planet with pencil dick fucking specky guy in charge of the guys who give the signal to let everyone else come down. Red flag there. And you and your elite team of mercenaries head off to explore through forced tutorial that doesn't allow you to hit buttons until the buttons are allowable. Whereupon you go into the woods to find this probe, and completely miss all of the fucking hazards. Another red flag. So within the first introduction of the demo, you are basically told that the people sent to this planet are fucking stupid. Can't deal with a landing on a planet process in any way, shape or form. Discover a problem that was so fucking obvious it hurts. Get fucked by said problem. And then you are apparently struck by lightning, something, God knows what. Everyone rushes around to try and save people because you're all corrupted. You kill Pencil Dick, who cares? And you're thrown in cryo in order to potentially save your life. Because you're infected, we need to put you on ice until the medics can get to you. The only sensible action that happens. Time skip and you're woken up by some random person, and by the way, you're in the middle of a war zone. Everyone's fucking insane, sociopathic, trying to kill each other, and you are God. So the story of Outriders is shit. I'm sorry. The demo pitches itself as in humanity are fucking retarded. You are re-met with a couple of the people who you knew from when you were, like, arrived before being frozen for 30-odd years. They do the worst thing possible. They go, here's the number of people that survived. Bitch, please, I'm going to be murdering more than that in the game. Don't give me a fucking number.
This is your target.
Target will exceed that within a couple of playthroughs. The writing of this is terrible. The voice acting is worse because there is no fucking connection with what's going on. Everyone's dying. Oh, I am going to save the day. Oh, you want me to go and kill that guy for you? That sounds good. It's what the fuck? And I'm saying this, which says something. The characters feel stupid. The reasons why things are happening feel stupid, and the disconnect between what actually occurs as you, the hero, goes through this story. And I say hero with big inverted commas because I don't believe you're a hero. Because eventually, towards the end of the demo, you do meet up with another person because you've been infected by this anomaly. You're now an altered, so you now have superpowers.
Oh,
and you're like practically immortal. And all the altered basically just go, well, we're gods. We'll do whatever the fuck we want, and you can't stop us.
Sounds fair.
That I understand from a superhero point of view, but it's the sheer fact that there's now these two factions. The people and split up. There's like, or you're introduced to two factions. There's probably more, but there's like the people who are like fucking psychos, and then there's the people on your side, and they call you fascists. But I'm sat there going, this entire fucking ship was filled with sociopaths, criminals, and deranged nut jobs. Because if it was filled with scientists, colonists, engineers, it'd be a case of, oh, wait, the anomaly stops electrical engines from working, so let's go back a couple of generations of tech and deal with this shit. It's like, ugh. So that's bad. Then there is the actual fucking cutscenes, which aren't synced to the fucking lines or the subtitles. There is the shakiest of shaky cams, even in a scene where you're leaning on a table, the other person's leaning on a table, the camera is doing this.
I think I remember seeing that and seeing the fact that those lines weren't matching up.
Oh yeah, there's one specific scene in the demo. It'll probably get fixed, but the fact the scene is terrible is irrelevant. Doesn't match up, but it's the shaky cam everywhere. It's like, whoa, whoa. Yeah. I'm walking across a level floor, standing still. Whoa. Is there explosions everywhere? Well, we're at war. We're at perpetual war. There's 50,000 people currently. You think we're actually... No, we're dead in days. This game is stupid. So the cutscene's ridiculous. The plot is ridiculous. So far, the camera work is fucking terrible. Thankfully, though, we get onto the gameplay.
Oh.
I don't, however, get onto the good parts of it because this is Gears of War. A lot of people say it's Gears of War, whereas my experience is this is Mass Effect.
Oh.
And this is Mass Effect without being able to jump.
I didn't think Mass Effect was a looter shooter.
No, Mass Effect was a big RPG, but it did also have a large amount of loot that you could pick up as you go through. But it was a cover-based system, so this is a cover-based system. A lot of it compares to Gears of War, because the most recent Gears of War, very cover-based system, you get your weapons, there was some loot, and there's hordes of enemies that you're dealing with. For me, it's Mass Effect, because you're running around, you do get people who can drop in and drop out of your party, annoyingly. And you use superpowers. And this is why I say Mass Effect, because by the time I hit Mass Effect 3, I was clearing rooms with shockwaves, splashing down with lightning, telekinesis pulls, and then large rocket launchers, because fuck you, bosses. This gives you a lot more powers, but the feel is still there, especially as you unlock them through progression. The demo can allow you to repeat and cycle through everything, so you can level up fairly continuously to like see what the different builds are like if you like repeating the same content over and over again. Not the most fun thing with the fucking cutscenes. But the issue is it's been done. This has been done. I compare it to Gears of War, I compare it to Mass Effect primarily. All of that's been done. It's not bad, but it doesn't do anything more. I mean, it's got some nice powers that interact well, especially as we get to the good points, but it doesn't do anything more with it. It's like you have classes, you have powers, they do shit, and then you go up against spods who die in their thousands, and then you go up against Altered who have their own versions of superpowers that will be harder, and you have things that you can interrupt and cause explosions and dot damage and crowd control, and it's like so far so good, but it's not brilliant for it. The best bits do come though, because it is a looter shooter. The gear at least is decent. The build, as in being able to build a character and put stuff together, is good. And the way they've put the progression is very good, because you get these world tiers, which basically adds levels to the enemy, so you can scale to your ability. So if you go up one world tier, all enemies will be +1, up 2 world tiers, all enemies will be +2, and you get better loot drops as you go through. So that is good. The building of your character powers is good, and it does feed into the mechanics, so at least there is something nice there. Hopefully in the full game, if I ever get it, but I'm very doubtful, there is going to be a bit more, because like they did have massive monsters, potentially more factions. The worst thing, though, is still going to be the story, because by the end of the demo, Big Bad Altered that you run into is basically saying there's a bigger badder Altered that exists that he has to try and fight, and your job is to go out there and find the frontier, despite the fact that during the trailers that play when you start and finish the demo, you are going to run into the said Big Bad, and you know you're going to have to face said Big Bad, because apparently everyone are fucking psychos. I have seen very little evidence of a good, coherent, quality story. Gameplay is alright. The looter-shooter aspect is good. But one of the biggest things that kept me going in Mass Effect was the story and the character investment. And the demo didn't give me any of that at all. So if you're interested in this, if you like this sort of thing, don't play it for the story. Play it for some reasonable gameplay. But I wouldn't say it's a day one purchase, and I probably wouldn't recommend it to too many people. I'm not probably going to be picking it up for a hell of a long time. But yeah, Outriders.
So you liked it. I get the feeling you had a great time with it. Absolutely loved every second.
Fantastic. This was where my "why is it in writing everyone's so fucking stupid" rant came from, because. I mean, I'm watching the cutscene, and it's like a group of trained soldiers, clearly trained soldiers who are designed to notice shit, walking through an almost Prometheus level style environment. And it's like none of them have got helmets. There's literally flying orbs of black goop in the air, and everyone's going, herp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp. There is no redeemable quality to that scene. And that is the entire point. It's like, that has to happen so you have your powers, so you can progress the story. Everyone has to be fucking special. Everyone has to be fucking psychopathic in order for this war to continue. It's like, Can you think of a legitimate reason why this would actually work? Because I can. It's like, we're exploring. Okay, we're in the woods. Oh my god, you suddenly fall down. Or someone suddenly falls down a slope and into a puddle of black goop. Oh, I'm fine, it's only black goop.
Oh, yeah. There was a Star Trek episode that basically dealt with that and went, yeah, this is bad.
There was a bloody film off the Alien franchise that did the black goop. This is why I make that comparison. Oh, God. But yeah, that I believe is done and dusted for the day.
I think he's definitely done and dusted.
Yeah, yeah.
And on that note, it must be time to end the show.
Yes.
Ooh.
As I attempt to try and upload the picture.
Picture? Oh, yes. The
Our fibbage picture.
But yes, thank you for joining us on TigerTails Radio for episode
5
of
That's on the board.
season 13.
Indeed.
Yes.
Or episode 967 for those paying attention. As we creep very slowly ever closer to episode 1000. On that note, it is a goodbye from the Xavier.
Goodbye, all.
It is a goodbye from the Hedgie.
Goodbye, everybody.
And it is a goodbye from myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. We shall return next week for more shenanigans, more fun, more frolics, more Jackbox, and, maybe we'll even be on time. You never know your luck. And maybe my phone will actually turn on so I can play the fucking show out.
Preparation.
Just for that, I'm going to play the Grey Muzzle jingle. He says.
Preparation.
Maybe he's not.
We're going to have to sing ourselves
We
out.
have a podcast now. Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle. Give it a listen. At greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk.
Of which episode 3 will be available when, Mr. Xavier? Because Hedgie's edited it. The clueless expression.
Next month. It's next month. We've already got this month's up. Next month.
Well, we're only a few days away from next month, so
Yeah.
are you ready to upload?
I need to listen to it.
I'll take that as a no then.
Yeah, I just need to listen to it. Apparently he's edited it, so I
Yes,
just need
he
to
has.
listen to it.
Oh dear. So it'll be soon.
Yeah, in April, next month.
Yes.
Oh, it's nearly April now.
Yeah, but it's not
it's
April
currently
yet.
March still.
Yes, but are you going to be uploading on the 1st, or are you going to be uploading it on the weekend? Or when? When, Mr. Xavier? When?
When it gets uploaded.
Which will be sometime in April.
Probably this weekend. Yeah,
He
there
fails
we
at
go.
podcasting. So, yes, that is TigerTails Radio. You can see us on all of our other websites. We have tigertailsradio.co.uk for the radio shit. We have tigertailsgaming.co.uk for the gaming shit. And if you want to check out anything else we do, it's just available on tigertails.co.uk because I made a little holding page so we can all sit there and be quiet in the corner out of the way. But until then, it's night-night, everybody.
Night.
Night.